All right, friends, so I'm going to give you a walkthrough of what we're going to do tonight. And not everybody will see this, but if I've given you these instructions, it's to help you complete the activities that we've got going on tonight. Now, there's always a danger when we try to workshop something that includes skills that we may or may not have, or, as usually happens to me, skills that I at one time had, but how do I do that again? So let me show you what we're going to do. So this basic game includes searching the ship for a mysterious triangle, some anomaly that we've got going on in the ship. I'll tell you now that the one that we're actually going to go to is in the hangar, which I believe is on deck 3. Yes, deck 3. And over here in the cargo hold, you'll find a mysterious glowing orb here, a triangle teleporter. In fact, if you hover over it, you'll notice you get the little chair. And that chair actually allows you to sit on it. Well, this thing is a teleporter, so as soon as I click it, it's going to teleport me up to this space. Now, you'll notice that you may have the same problem that I did when you get here. You may still kind of be in flight mode. It may move you off. So just be prepared to take control, and if you fall off, then just repeat the process again. But this is actually a planet. We're going to a mysterious alien planet, and they want to know a lot about us. Now, the next step for you will be just to interact and chat with these aliens that are going to be here and just discuss what it is that they want to discuss. Ultimately, they're going to be asking us to make sense of our games. They want to know what role our games play in our storytelling. This is kind of a spin on an old Star Trek episode. But this grid shows two axes, games that are goal-driven or arbitrary. A goal-driven might be more like Grand Theft Auto, right? There are very specific things you need to accomplish. And then there might be one like, Tetris is what comes to mind, but that's not completely arbitrary, right? That the reality of the game on the other axes would be it's a true simulation, Flight Simulator 2000, to an abstraction like Pac-Man, for example. Now, the examples I've given you aren't on either end of the spectrum, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to place some of your favorite games. If they're electronic, digital, arcade, great. They don't have to be. You could use Monopoly if you wanted. But we want to put where they exist on this scale of narrative. Right? So, for example, Monopoly might be evenly balanced between goal-driven and arbitrary. Might be more on the side of goal-driven, but it might be more abstract in your mind than a simulation of something that you could really do. And you're going to place these on there, and they're going to be part of our conversation. So enough about that. Let me show you how to do it. So you see these little cubes placed all over this board. Now, these are examples of games. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we have the game of life as a square. Somebody added that one, the old game of life. And so you can choose whatever games you want. You can put down multiple ones. What you'll want to do for starters is make sure that you are wearing your group tag. So you're going to click on People and then on Groups and make sure that your BSU EdTech is lit. If you've got something else lit here, it's activated, then you'll want to select your BSU EdTech and choose Activate. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. If for some reason you do not have this as part of your groups, back channel me and I'll add you again. You'll need to accept it. Over here, you'll find the instructions. And in the upper right-hand corner of the first one, you'll actually see a little block that you can hover over. And it says, click here for GameCube. And I'm going to click it. Don't worry, it's not the Nintendo GameCube. And I'm going to choose Buy. I'm buying for 0 Linden. And what it does is it adds it to my inventory. Now, I've got inventory in my GameCube right here. And because I've set the group, I can then grab that GameCube and drop it on the ground wherever I want. You'll notice that I'm editing it. I can right-click on it to edit. Right-click and I choose Edit. And then I've got these handles. I can move it wherever I want. Probably you'll want to know what you want to put first, what you want to place first before, and maybe you can actually put it directly in the spot. If you screw this up, by the way, you've got lots of game cubes. You can place as many as you want. If you want to get rid of one, you can right-click on it and choose Delete. Remember to watch this video and rewind it just to get all the instructions that you need. I'm trying to give you multiple avenues for instruction. The next thing you'll want to do is you'll want to upload your own texture for this. Relatively simple, but if it's the first time you've done it, it'll feel brand new. You're actually going to first want to go to the interwebs and search for one of your favorite games. I'm going to choose Call of Duty, for example, World at War. Right, and I'm going to choose images, and I'm going to save one of these images. Well, let me see if I can find an icon. That's always nicer when they're already squared out for me. I'll choose this one, select it, and in my case, I'll drag it to my desktop. Hey, don't judge my desktop. And then I'm going to go back, excuse me, into our Second Life, and in my inventory here, I'm going to choose Add. I'm going to upload an image. And so what I'll do is I'll choose Upload an Image and select that from my computer. Once I've got that in there, I can actually just drag it to the object, and it will change that wherever I choose. I can put it on all the sides if I want. The other way to do that is to select and edit the object and choose Texture and drag that over to the Texture field. And it will add it to all sides. And that should put your image all over the object. The last thing you'll want to do is you'll want to edit the object and change the name on the hover text. What you do is you choose Content, edit the object, choose Content, and then choose Hovering Text Script. If you double-click on that, it will actually open the script. How cool is that? And I'm going to change it from Edit Hover Text to change name to Call of Duty, World at War. And I'm just going to choose Save. Close that window. And you'll notice that now I have Call of Duty World at War on my block. You're welcome to put as many of these down as you want. Just a reminder, we are just going to place our favorite games wherever we believe they belong on this narrative chart. And we're going to talk and look at the connections and relationships between them. It's going to be pretty cool. If you have any questions, back channel me and we'll talk.